Girl, what is going on around and down there in Huntsville, Alabama, y'all? Okay, so I just came across this article from the US Sun that literally just came out on the 5th of February. Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Martell Holt ordered to undergo psych evaluation after ex accuses him of ABUSing his kids. Y'all, we got to talk about the foolishness on the internet, y'all. We got to get into it. Hey, y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective, and I talk about all kinds of things. If you're new to my channel, books, TV, movies, foolishness on the internet, all sorts of things. So welcome. Subscribe, take a look at my content, do the things. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know the drill. Get down in the comments and sound off. Let's get into this foolishness, okay? So Martell 42 and Melody 38, their divorce battle has gotten even more nasty as Melody has grown more concerned about Martell's alleged erratic behavior, okay, and inappropriate treatment of their children. All right. So as of December 14th, the court has ordered Martell to undergo a psychological evaluation after the mother of four filed a motion demanding he submit a psychiatric examination and evaluation ahead of their trial in April. According to Alabama court documents exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, Melody informed the court that the mental, psychological, and emotional stability of the father is at issue. The filing stated, based on the father's recent erratic behavior at the minor children's school, practice, and other public places, as well as his inappropriate, unhinged, and he has been very unhinged for quite some time, and erratic behavior toward the mother and the minor children, a thorough and complete mental examination and evaluation of the father is essential to the court's decision regarding important issues, in this case regarding child custody and visitation. She argued that his actions are detrimental to the physical, emotional, and mental well-being of the children, and fears that the children have already suffered emotional damage as a result of her ex Martell's irate and erratic behavior. Okay, so in the same filing, she claimed Sheree Whitfield. Again, I don't know why they put Sheree in there. In the same filing, she claims that Martell continued to use corporal punishment against the minor children, and corporal punishment, y'all remember in school, y'all, paddles and belts and things like that. That's corporal punishment, okay? She gave an example that on December 11th, 2023, he allegedly threatened to tear them up once their divorce case is over, referring to their minor kids, and said in a separate filing from December 14th that he even offered to allow the children to be on the television show if he could use corporal punishment in the future. Now, y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all watched it, but I was gonna call it K Michelle. What is her name? Tasha K. That's it. The Tasha K interview. He talked about how the kids were bad and, he needed to get them in check. I don't know if y'all heard that. I really feel so bad for Melody. Like the fact that she has to deal with this from this Negro. And it never ends. It never ends. See, that's why I don't want no kids. That's why I don't want to have kids, because I'm just afraid of who I will have kids with. And not to say that the man that I'm with, you just never know. You just never know. You just never know. The former couple have 4 kids together, daughters Malia, Mariah, Milani, and Martell Jr. The TV personality is also the father to another child, son named Knox, but he's been trying to call that baby Maverick, but Ariane won't let him, okay? And that we know Knox is with Ariane Curry. Okay. So even though the ex's divorce was initially finalized in March of 2021, they went back to court the following year to modify their custody agreement. Because, Martell is petty. He didn't like that she finally separated with him. So he went back and was trying to, Martell is going to try to make Melody's life a living hell as much as he possibly can, and him doing this, manipulating the custody agreement, is his way of trying to get under Mel's skin and irritate her as much as he possibly can. Okay, although everything was thought to be resolved, Melody filed a new petition in July of 2023 to modify legal custody and the visitation schedule, mainly due to Martell's alleged mental and emotional abuse of the minor children. Oh my God, you have to be very careful of who you fool around and have kids with. And not to say that that's her fault, but my God. I mean, and all those people out there that kept saying Dr. Heavenly, who would have him on the channel and interview him and be like, "You a good father, Martell. You a good father." Now again, all of these things are alleged, but I personally don't feel like if you can't be a good husband, I don't know how you can be a good father. Because it requires the same emotional maturity. It requires the same responsibility, accountability. It requires a lot of the very same things that you need to have in order to be a good husband. But that's just me. Y'all get down in the comments and what y'all think. So I'm gonna continue to read. In the filing obtained by the U.S. Sun, the Behind Every Man host claims her ex continues to use corporal punishment that is excessive and abusive towards the minor children, including but not limited to Lord Jesus, choking, grabbing, punching the minor son, hitting all the children, pulling and twisting them. You know how they always try to make it seem like boys need to be tough, boys need to experience toughness, when all the while it's abuse. Martell has refused to follow the court order as he has stopped therapy between him and his minor son. So I do remember Martell saying maybe 2 seasons ago that he was in therapy. He made it seem like it was of his own accord, but we later found out that it was court ordered, which makes sense because he didn't seem like he was the type of person that would be trying to seek for help anyway. The filing continued that Martell continues to incorporate corporal punishment on the minor children, that they only want to see their father if he will stop hitting them. This girl, I don't even know what to say, child. Melody also said he exhibited behavior that has been negligent and unstable and has shown a lack of proper parenting when it comes to his care of the minor children during his custodial times. In addition, she gave examples of some of his threats, including reportedly saying he will knock them out. Them little kids. Okay. Apart from being concerned about the children's mental well-being, she said that she's concerned with Martell's mental stability since he continues to relocate, has violated previous court orders, and has threatened to distribute a sex tape that the parties created while they were married. Given all this, she requested the court only allow him daytime visits with the kids until he enrolls in therapy and in anger management. And I mean, honestly, I don't know why they didn't have that for both the parents anyway. Right. I know all these things are alleged, but I believe every word that Melody says. I'm just, and I'm not no go up for Melody type of person, but when it comes to Martell, I believe what Melody says. I don't believe nothing Martell says. But I do think with them experiencing a divorce, I think it would have been best for both parties, both Melody and Martell, to go to therapy. So I don't understand why that wasn't even something that was court ordered anyway. Martell fires back. Martell responded to Melody's filing 4 months later in November and also filed the court counterclaim against her. Instead of addressing the motivational speaker, who's the motivational speaker? Ooh, not Melody. Okay. Okay, girl. Anyway, so instead of addressing Melody's specific corporal punishment claim, like he'll deflect. I'm telling you, Martell is the king of deflection. He instead claims she is the one who willfully and contemptuously violated the order by spanking the minor child. MH age 3. I don't know who that is. Maybe the smallest one. Oh, I think that's Martell Jr. Now, see, that's what Martell will say. He is the king of deflecting. So instead of denying the claims and saying this is not true, he then turns around and says she is the one that does. He is such a, y'all check out my reviews, my reunion reviews of Martell Holt. He is the king of deflection, which is a sign of narcissism. Anyway, so Martell said that he filed the modification, or that Martell says that Melody filed the modification in bad faith and with unclean hands, explaining she has continuously filed frivolous, untruthful motions so that she may be in control of all decisions regarding the minor children. The OWN star goes on to accuse Melody of violating their agreement of not filming their children and also posting about them on social media. He claimed her bringing them into the spotlight has financial gain since she believes it is it believes it to be the best interest of the children to be filmed, as it would provide them economic opportunities, which, I mean, anyway, in her December response, Melody denied his frivolous accusations. Again, these are in quotation marks, in reference to the spanking. And as for the economic opportunity, she said that she believes in affording the children with every opportunity that is beneficial and desirous of the children in aiding their success in life. Which I mean, if a parent is with them while they're on TV at all times and speaking for them and protecting them, then it really doesn't matter if they're on TV. I mean, Martell ain't have no problem with the kids being on TV when they were together. Okay, Martell. Again, where is his mama? Miss Marlene? She is to blame. Okay? There is blame to be had. Now, Miss Marlene is to be blamed, but Martell, girl, and women will still be sliding in his DMs. Women will still give him cooch. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna keep reading real quick. Okay, until their April trial, the court has ordered the formal couple to attempt to resolve their issues through mediation. The U.S. Sun has reached out to Melody and Martell's attorney for comment. And then they go into the arrest. After all of this went down to court, news broke that Martell was arrested for third-degree DV and harassment on January 9th in 2024. According to TMZ, he had a warrant out for his arrest after allegedly sending harassing communication to his accuser, who has not been identified. And this dated back to August of 2022. Y'all saw the videos of Melody and Martell and things like that. We still don't know who the accuser is, but I think we have a good idea of who it is, because after the claims of him being arrested came out, then he leaked those videos of him trying to make it seem like Melody was wrong, but he wasn't doing anything but enticing her and patronizing her. Oh, Mel, don't do that. Don't do that. He wasn't mad at all. He was trying to egg her on. Anyway, long story short, he was booked into Madison County, in the Madison County Sheriff's Office, and was released about 3 hours after posting bond. His publicist told the media outlet at the time, Martell Holt adamantly denies any intentional harm or harassment towards the accuser. Again, I believe it's Melody, and I think y'all believe so too. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. We believe that these allegations are the result of a misunderstanding, and we are confident that the legal process will ultimately vindicate Mr. Holt. Martell remains committed to being a devoted father, according to his publicist, and maintaining a positive and healthy co-parenting relationship with Mrs. Rogers and Miss Curry for the well-being of all five of his kids. Okay. The statement continued: despite the challenges presented, Martell will continue to focus on his role as a responsible parent and contribute positively to his community. I said, child, when has he ever? When has he ever? Martell is due to court next month to address this matter. Child, Martell ain't have no problem with them kids being on TV when him and Melody were together. Okay. And the way that Martell wants to control Melody the best way that he can, he wants to still control Melody and try to make her regret leaving him. It's almost like he feels like, how dare she leave me? She leave me? How dare she feel like she can leave me? Oh, I'll show her. That's literally how he's been acting. And I'm telling you, y'all, he is the king of deflection. King of deflection. Anyway, but the worst part about this is these kids are truly experiencing such instability. They're seeing their parents go back and forth. You know, what's being alleged is that he's putting his hands on these kids. Like, can you imagine the emotional, mental, and physical turmoil those kids at a very young age are experiencing? My heart goes out for them kids. My heart goes out to Melody. It's crazy. You got to be careful who you have a kid with. You have to be careful who you have a child with, because it is something that you will live with forever and ever. And shout out to the people who have had a child with somebody that they hate. Okay. It's not easy. My heart goes out. My heart goes out, y'all. It really does. Anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about everything that's going on. I'm going to link the article down in the description box. Sound off. Let me know what y'all think. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care.